Cover art fail! Tonight's episode in fail, Mega Man. Okay, I want you to picture Mega Man in your head. Just picture the very image of Mega Man in your head. Go ahead, I'll wait. Alright, you got it? Good. Now take that picture you just envisioned and throw it the hell out as you take a gander at this. What the hell is this? This is Mega Man? I mean, huh? What in the world was Capcom thinking? Well, this is probably the most famous example of horrible cover art in video game history. Primarily due to the fact that the character of Mega Man himself has become an icon in every sense of the word. He's affectionately known as the Blue Bomber among fans, and I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that when I asked you to picture Mega Man, you had something like this in mind, and not this. Well, let's look further into the wrongness of this cover art. First thing that comes to mind is the outfit. The Blue Bomber we all know and love is decked out and can only be described as the quasi-futuristic clothing in Japanese style we'd all be wearing in 2000X. Coincidentally, the outfit he's rocking here bears a striking resemblance to the Eagles' 1932 throwback unis. I doubt the Japanese were taking inspiration from them, though. An argument could be made that this is Mega Man and one of the forms he has taken after defeating one of the Robot Masters, but that would be a flawed argument. The whole point of this box art is to unveil the quintessential image of Mega Man. You wouldn't want to confuse the buyer with the concept of taking and using someone else's power before that has become common knowledge. Ugh. This uniform makes you want to go back and forgive the Captain and Mega Man for sucking so hard. Let's move on to the accessories. Well, the helmet's alright, I guess, albeit the wrong color. The weapon's a different story, though. Yes, I can recall doodling on the back of my spiral notebooks in grade school the epic battles that Mega Man had against Wily with his trusty Robocop handgun by his side. Sure, the concept of the arm cannon wasn't yet fully realized, but I'm sure they could have at least sent a memo through the Capcom ranks to the artists who would be rendering the Mega Man cover. Again, it can be said that this is a gun he acquired after defeating a Robot Master, but again, it's supposed to be a freaking arm cannon, not a gun. Now that we've gotten through the aesthetics of the character, let's move on to the rest of it. His posture, for starters. I guess the squatting shit position will be famous in the future. That coupled with the pensive yet puzzled look on his face, and the fact that his uniform looks like it was designed by Ray Charles after he died. This is the savior of the future? This is the guy who's going to go toe-to-toe with the evil Wily and his Robot Masters? And one final note on the character itself. Though the moniker Man applies to him, he's supposed to be in the likeness of a young boy, and here he just looks like a constipated older man. There's just so many levels of wrong with that. Now, many games of the 8-bit and even 16-bit era are guilty of trying to make their games look cooler on box art. That was a trend that was carried over for many years and will certainly be a topic for discussion for future episodes. But in this case, the environment displayed on the cover art is completely meaningless. I mean, do you remember going through the level with the futuristic palm trees? Or that 21st century style pink edifice? Remember hopping over those yellow flan-looking things before taking on Guts Man? Yeah, me neither. And to top it all off, we have the very Tron-like looking red grid underlay. It's like the embodiment of what those in the 80s thought the future would look like. Shitty fashion and lasers! Bottom line is, the box art is a lie. Lie, 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 lie. That's not Mega Man, that's not Mega Land, or whatever the hell it's called in the game. You know what I wish? I wish we Americans had the Mega Man artwork the PAL countries got. I mean, look at the difference. The Blue Bomber is actually blue. And he even has an arm cannon. And he's firing it while looking cool. And look at that! The Robot Master standing menacingly in the background. The outline of Dr. Wily? His castle? Oh man, what a difference! Looks more like a movie poster than cover art. Man, they really did it right for them. Now granted, over the years of Mega Man's span, they eventually made him look a lot better in the North American artwork. It wasn't until Mega Man 3 that he actually began to look like the Rockman we all know and love. And from there, the image would remain unblemished and iconic. Ironically, the PAL version of Mega Man 2 reverted to the ugly and unrecognizable that Capcom gave us with number 1. And never let it be said that Capcom doesn't have a sense of humor about the whole thing. With the release of the new Mega Man 9 for the Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, Capcom decided to bring back the ugly cover artwork with days past, although with an obvious tongue in their cheek. It almost makes us forget the god-awful designs they had for the original cover art. Well, almost.